Hi everybody, thanks so much for coming today. I'm some techniques to say. But anyway, it's all sorted now. How's your day been? I hope it's been really good and hot here at the moment, so it's nice to sit inside for a little bit. So we're going to have a little bit of a chat about explain to you about what essential oils are. Hi everybody, thanks for coming today on how they work. Techniques to say. Anyway, it's all sorted now. And I'm going to explain to you our top 10. Okay, so let's get started. It's been really good and hot here at the moment. Essential oils are pure extracts. So they're 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs, which is amazing. About what essential oils are. They're nature's defense cells, and they've been used anciently for over 2,000 years. So, you know, going back to nature, nature's gifts is really helping us. It's a really good thing to do. Coming today, highly concentrated. 1 drop of peppermint essential oils is equal to 28 cups of. Anyway, it's all sorted now. So to get any kind of effect, sorry, you don't need a lot to get any kind of effect. So just a little bit is perfect. Okay, so there's that, and they're an alternative to synthetic remedies. So they don't replace your synthetic remedies that you can get, you know, at the chemist. But they do give you an alternative. So to use something natural before you go on synthetic options, you do. So essential oils have hundreds of natural compounds that provide many health healing properties. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of feedback here and it's distracting. I'm going to try it. Used anciently for over 2,000 years. Yes. Okay, see how that goes. All right, so with your essential oils, you have the ability to treat the problem rather than just masking the symptoms. So you can go to and get yourself some painkillers to get rid of that pain, which is great. But if you don't treat, it's going to get worse. Ear infections can lead to burst eardrums, so you really do need to get that ear infection sorted out. Do that. So by infection, you're in turn going to take away the pain as well. So that's important. Because you have the option to make your decisions based on your own knowledge. So by using essential oils with your knowledge, you're able to help yourself and your family, than you do. By playing a proactive role in your health, you can stream actually happen. Essential oils have no side effects. So when you think about taking those medicine list of things that are possible side effects, you know, you might not ever get anything happening, but essential oils have 0 side effects. Sorry about is that they're safe for the whole family. So why doTERRA essential oils though? The first thing is that they're safe, established a standard of purity, which is certified pure therapeutic grade. So this means that essential oils, doTERRA have created their own. So they go out and they source their oils from growers who have in line with doTERRA's values. So the plants are grown and the oils are harvested in their natural habitat, which means the plant producing its maximum amount of oil and its most potent oil as well. So when that are looked after, they're not given any synthetic fertilizers, or they're not sprayed with pesticides, you're all going to be potent. Each batch undergoes multiple third-party testing for purity. So as well as the in-house testing, goes out to a third party to make sure that what people say that we're getting. The purest in the world. Another reason for doTERRA is that these are sensitive. Plants present threats, viruses and bacteria, and that's what they do in our body. Essential oils can penetrate the cell membrane. They can help you take control of your health naturally. So because they are a plant product, it's not foreign to your body, so as food and needs to. Whereas when you're putting synthetics into your body, the first reaction of your body, it's not meant to be in your body. So your body. The other reason is that doTERRA essential oils are, think about how concentrated and how potent the oils are. It works out to be only cents per drop. And when you are picking up a prescription and prior to that actually going to see your doctor as well, you haven't got those fees. Like, and getting your medicines really is expensive. So the other thing is that the oils are available at home. You can use your essential oils to, really nip it in the bud, and you can stop things from actually progressing. Often I don't particularly like going to the doctor. I prefer to be able to, manage it at home. And so sometimes, despite the infection that it's got going on, it's getting to a point where it's quite serious. And that's the point that you really want to get on as soon as you can. So how do we use the essential oils? The best way is aromatically, and we can smell the oil straight from the bottle, which is aromatic, putting your oils on the jewellery and being able to smell it while you wear it, but also in a diffuser. So this is an ultrasonic, just on sound technology. So the mist up is a cool, dry mist. There's no heat involved. In the water reservoir with the oil are separated by sound technology, molecules into the us to breathe it in. So this is quite a safe method of using your essential oils. The advantage of using a diffuser is that it can kill germs in the air. So whenever anybody gets unwell, blends in the diffuser, it helps to kill the germs in the air, which reduces the spread of the disease to the skin. The other advantage of the diffuser is that it helps with breathing. So doTERRA have a blend that helps the lungs. So when you've got things like congestion on your chest, it always helps to have that, that little bit of assistance into breathing. The second way we can use our oils is topically. So that means using it on your skin. A lot of our oils, it can be advantageous to dilute them. So for that, we use the fractionated oil. So anything that needs diluting, we dilute it with the coconut oil. And, the coconut oil is good for really well. So like we were saying before, they're potent. So you don't need a huge amount. By adding your coconut oil, you're able to spread that over a larger area. The other reason we have coconut oil is for safety. So if you were ever to get an oil somewhere where Dilute it with the coconut oil, and that will reduce the effect. All our oils are safe, but sometimes that's where the oil is important. It's important not to wash it off with water, with oils being hydrophobic. You're going to, they're powerful. So 1 drop of essential oil to the body, which is absolutely amazing. When applied to the bottom of the feet, it ends within 30. The advantage of using your oils topically is that you can get immediate comfort. If you've got some kind of pain, applying your oils topically area, you can feel that effect straight away. And sensitive skin. So this, again, this is where your coconut oil comes in. Just be careful. You know, some people are more sensitive than others. Okay, that's topical application. The third way is application. So with water, something that I do every day is I add oils to my water. So I add lemon oil to my water. It helps to detoxify the body. So as long as you make sure that your glass that you've got with the lemon essential oil, one of its main functions is to break down toxins, which is plastics. So if you were to put it in a plastic water bottle, drinking the plastic molecules. The other way you can drop under your tongue, that's a really into your body. And the other way is by using veggie carts. They're made of vegetable material, so they're quite safe for the body. So these are little, as you pull it apart, so you've got your 2 pieces, drop your essential oils into the bottom part, it on, make it as a tablet. So we've got quite a few blends, quite serious things. So if you've got quite a few drops of oil into the capsule and take it that way, we're getting the essential oil to where it needs to get to extract. The other thing is, you know, instead of taking things like Panadol, you can make up a pain blend and take it. You're reducing the toxins that you've got in the body. Okay. So there's safety guidelines that go with that, but I can help later. All right. So these are amazing every day for so many different things, but they're not the be all and end all. So when you're thinking about wellness, just being healthy and treating your body right, there's a lot of things that come into it. So when you're eating right, when you get managing stress, when you're exercising, and when you're actively reducing your toxic load, there's so much in optimal condition. It allows the oils to get to where they need to go to do the work that they need to do. So toxic receptor sites, so that's one thing you need to reduce. So with using it's informed, you know how you feel, you know what your body's doing, and you're able to use your essential oils to your advantage. Proactive. So instead of waiting for something to happen, you're getting in there and you're using your oils, and they're working for you before you eat. So it reduces the times that you do get sick and the times that you do need to go to the doctor. So that's important. I've been using doTERRA, which is about 2 years, and I've got 5 kids, so you know, and quite a few varied things that come through our family. We haven't been to the doctor we haven't been to the chemist 2-year period, apart from when my daughter got appendicitis. So, you know, I don't mean go to the doctor, but when you need to go, you need to go. And, you know, some things are quite serious and you can't manage them at home. For that, to the doctor. But for being really lucky, and we've been using our oils constantly and reason to the doctor in 2 years. So when you think about the financial benefit of not having to go to the doctor, not having to get your prescription, it makes me feel good as a mum to know that I'm doing everything right in the way of healthcare. So, okay, let's have a look at the oils. Now, normally in a workshop, I would pass these around and you could have a sip. But I'll get them out and I'll show you and I'll tell you a little bit about each one. So peppermint oil is the first one. These are the 10 most popular oils. So these 10 oils are in what we your medicine cabinet program. So in this group of 10, you're going to get most of the things that you need to help you health-wise. And so peppermint has menthol in it, so it's very cooling. It feels like your lungs are opening up and you can breathe better. So it's in a lot of our blends as well. It calms the stomach. You're feeling a little bit sick in the car, or you know, motion sickness, that kind of thing, or even just an upset tummy. Just feel a little bit better. This is one that you can take internally as well. So for the same sort of thing, a little bit of an upset tummy, you can put a few drops of water and just, you know, take it down really quick. So it's good for head tension as well. I've got a friend that gets headaches quite regularly, and up until getting her oils, she was taking a lot of medication. But now that she's got her oils, she takes the lid off and she smells it straight enough. As soon as she feels that, you know, that tension, just smelling it straight from the bottle is enough to stop it in its tracks. So all those toxins that you're not putting in your body, and you just save by doing that. So whenever my kids get a temperature, I've got a rollable made up with peppermint oil, and it's diluted along the spine. That allows the oil to be sent out to the body, and that's very often enough to have that fever. So that's something that you can do straight away. If you don't see an effect in 5 minutes, you can do it again. When you've got it diluted for kids, you can use it as often as you need to. You're not waiting for that 6-hour period to pass. You've got the option of using this whenever you need to. Okay, the next one is lavender. It's where it grows naturally. So it has the right climate, the right altitude, and the lavender flourish natural habitat. So you get maximum oil production. Lavender candle, which is it's good for the skin, it's good for the emotions. It's just a beautiful oil to have in your favorite blend. It's one that you can put into the diffuser at night when you're trying to get to sleep, and even just try and get them ready. And then I've also got it in one of my blends called an owie spray. So this spray, whenever the kids have something wrong on their skin, I just get out my little spray and spray it on. So you're not actually touching when they want you to touch it. Spray it on and just leave it. The lavender in it is really soothing, so it's going to make I've got going to a rash, a scrape from falling over. It's going to soothe that. and feel better. So lavender is known as nature's antihistamine. So for that reason, it's really good for insect. It's good for trees that pop up at during spring, and when all the flowers are flowering, the grasses have changed. It's a little bit uncomfortable. Lavender. Okay, next one is frankincense. Frankincense is known as the king of oils. He's good for everything. There's a saying in the essential oil world, if in doubt, doubt. If frankincense for everything, it's only going to do good. So it's sourced from Somalia, Africa, frankincense, where the boswellia tree grows naturally. So it's not something that can be farmed. Really, it's oil. There's lots of research on frankincense. So if you're looking for published study oil, www.pubmed.gov is a great with your research and to learn some factual things. It's rich to find things that are, but pubmed.gov is they're researched. In the brain, essential oils can cross the blood-brain barrier, so you are able to support yourself in natural oil. Used topically, it can help with your skin, so it reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, which is important. You can take to support immunity and also to support inflammation as well. So I use this one every day after I clean the dropper, just let it absorb that way. It's a really good way of getting the oil into the body and straight to the brain, which is sometimes where. So it's good for aches and pains, which is the inflammation within your body, and that's the other reason I use with anything. So that one's a really precious one. It's in the so when you spray that onto the wound, where depending on what it is, it just speeds up that healing process. Next one, this is probably one, if you haven't had much to do with essential oils, this is one you've probably heard of. It's Australia. It grows naturally in Australia, and it's at its best quality here. So tea tree is nature's antiseptic. For that reason, it's to kill off any germs that may be on the skin causing a rash, or any germs that are in there from a foot or something like that. So it's good for nourishing the scalp. So it's in a lot of shampoos. It's in as well. So adding it to face creams and using it on different blemishes and things that pop up on your face. It turns to kill off those germs that cause those kind of things to pop up, the yucky foot things. It for earaches. So my 9-year-old had swimming lessons. I went to, so it was a 2-week block, and 2 different days the school rang me and said, you need to, can we give her a Panadol? Then Hanancia, I took my tea tree oil down and I put just a little bit around the ear. So I got ear and canal. If it's quite a serious earache, you can also put a drop onto a cotton wool ball and just the ear. Not for a baby, and it's not a choking hazard. You can just kind of sit it there. It's not okay to put essential oils in your having it so the vapors can pass through. Essential oils are volatile, which means that they evaporate off really well. With your leaf will evaporate off, which is not a good thing. But when you're thinking about an ear infection, very often the infection is on the other side, so it too from the outside. With the tea tree essential oil, by putting your cotton wool bowl there, aspirating, passing into your ear canal, and because the molecules are so tiny, they can pass through the eardrum. So they're getting to that infection, and they're healing, thereby taking away the pain as well. So tea tree has been one of oils. So both times, within 10 minutes, she was okay. So it stopped the need to give her that Panadol, which I know will take, but it's not doing about any possible started. So for me, that's really important. Oregano. So this is our top shelf nature's antibiotic. This one is one that I don't use very often, but I'm so glad to have it. Immune support. So that's something that you can take internally when you feel that you're coming. Make a capsule with a few other oils just to, you know, kill off whatever's going on in there. And like get started. It's also good for feet and toenails and warts as well. So I've been at 3 or 4 warts off my 5-year-old. He it was probably about 2 weeks that I was meaning to do it every day, but I was forgetting all the time. And then eventually when my older son came and said, I've got a wart, can we put some oil on it? I said, yeah, I've got oregano, and I put some oil. So I said to my 5-year-old, come and I'll put some more oil on your warts. And he said, they're all gone, Mum. So you have it, or any of those toxic chemicals put on it to kill it. We sorted that out at home. So that, you know, for immunity. So that's beautiful. Lemon oil is the next one. Lemon in my water. So it helps the body break down petrochemicals. So, you know, with our food, you know, we're absorbing petrochemicals all the time. Having those toxins in our body is stopping us from being healthy, the nutrients from being able to be absorbed. So that I also use in my kitchen bench cleaner. Neutrals, it's great to have in the kitchen. So just with in a glass spray bottle, and just dilute it, give it a shake, and it's just neutralizing those odors and just giving a nice, beautiful, fresh scent in the kitchen. Well, good. We're not having those chemical residues on the bench either, where food is prepared. Citrus family mood, sorry. Anything that's citrus, whenever you smell it, you just feel uplifted and happy. That's a lot. It's an antioxidant as well, so you know that helps in your body. Is that it's very soothing for an irritated throat. So my son at the moment has got a sore fixing, and another one of our blends with a bit of honey. So as long as it's raw honey, it's good quality. Mix it all up and just as they swallow it, it just coats the throat. So the other blend, which I'll talk about in a little while, need your throat, and the lemon is soothing on the throat. Okay. The next, so On Guard is the one I was just talking about to mix with the honey and the lemon. And On Guard is the protector. This is one that is really good in the diffuser whenever anybody's sick and you want to stop that transmission of germs, kill germs, which is awesome. It's another one that I use daily. So again, I've got it diluted in a rollerball bottle. And every day, because generally that's where they get their sickness from. If I can stop that from happening, then I can stop the spread at home as well. Another thing that this isn't any of your cleaning products. So I've got this in my toilet spray. I've got a glass spray bottle. I'm dropped with water, and I use that as the air freshener. So that is neutralizing the odors, but it's also killing the germ a little bit, bit of an. And then it also doubles as my toilet cleaner. So I spray that all over the toilet and clean it. That's it. Next is Digestin. Digestin is another one of our blends, and this one's for down to your intestines and your belly and that area. So upset tummy, indigestion, stomach cramping can also be good for either diarrhea or constipation. It'll just bring the body back to balance, which is. So this is one that you can take internally as well. So if it's quite a serious tummy upset, I would put it in a bed that way. Otherwise, you can put a couple of drops in a shot of water and just take it down like that. With the kids, I've got it in roller. I put it onto their tummy. So any kind of tummy upset. Now this is something that I ran into a little bit before as well, is if that tummy upset is physical or if it's emotional. With my essential oils, it's not going to hurt them. So even though, they might be a bit nervous or a bit anxious about something, and just as me, I can give them the roller and I can say, put that on your tummy, and they're actually doing something to help themselves feel better. In case that upset starting, it's going to help them and it's going to help that healing process. So in the rollerball, just do a circle, make sure because that's the direction that your intestines and your colon runs, and then just massage it. So clock the belly, a little bit on the belly button as well, or inner belly button for those innies. And that's enough to, stomach and feel better. I think by giving kids that empowerment and that control, they're able to get into their and be able to do something about it themselves, which is important. Okay. Digest is good for motion sickness as well. So if you're going on a long car trip or you're going out on a boat or something, digest then is good, but even just smelling it from the bottle has a really good effect too. Okay. Easy next one. And there's a beautiful one in the diffuser whenever there's any kind of chest congestion. But this one in the diffuser just helps with opening the airways and making your lungs feel open and fresh. Putting it on, when you're doing your everyday stuff, but then also putting it on when you go to bed. So having your diffuser going, these diffusers 4 hours. So you can put that on as you're going to sleep. It's going to turn itself off automatically. But it just allows you, and I know that, Jen, you sometimes a day, but when you lay down horizontally, it just stops you from being able to breathe properly. So having that diffuser, using it as a chest rub, so mixing it with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil and rubbing it straight onto your chest. And I don't know, like when I was essential oils, I used to use Vicks. And one of the things that we did was putting it on your feet and socks on. So that is, rub it on the feet and then put a pair of socks on as well. By putting it on your feet, you're for the body, the oils from strange and like an old wives' tale, but it really does work. So that one beautiful for any time you've got that congestion and that having trouble breathing and just any build. Ice Blue is our next one. So Ice Blue is for topical And this is athletic blend. It's for any pain or discomfort in your muscles and also in your joints as well. Any swelling in the joints, any muscle tenderness or soreness, you can put that on. If you know you're going to be sore afterwards, you can put it on before you go and then use it again afterwards as well. So that's a really good one topically. Smart and Sassy is blend or so this is something that helps balance out your metabolism. So whether your metabolism or too slow to help, it's going to balance that and keep it where it needs to be. It also assists in reducing the petrol down the belly. It lifts the mood because it's got a few citrus oils in there, and it calms the stomach as well. Manages hunger, so it helps with those sugar cravings in between meals, and that's something that you can't really, but have the essential oil. You can have it in your water bottle, or you can take it in a veggie cap as well. The other thing, it's you can apply it topically as well, and I've had this one in a diffuser and it smells beautiful. What else have I got for you? So that's the top 10 oils plus one extra. Hopefully, any health concerns that you've got, I've talked about in that area of specific that you'd like to ask, you can send me a message and we can talk about that. Okay, so what I is explain to you how you can get your oils and what the best method is. Your oils in one of two ways. You can buy them retail, or you can get a wholesale account and have wholesale. To get your wholesale prices, you purchase a membership that lasts for 12 months. So for purchase your essential oils at the wholesale price, which is 25% less, which is a really decent, I think, worth paying that fee to get that discount. The other way to get a wholesale account is to purchase. So if you kit, your $35 as a fee is waived. So instead of spending $35 on a fee, the equivalent, which is a good offer as well. So by having a membership, that can be personal use, and that's okay. You can go for 12 months just purchasing your own oils at the discounted price. No minimum to cancel your account at any time that you like. By having a membership, you commit to on-sell the products. So purely personal, but then there's the option to, if you do want to share your oils with other people, commissions and referral commissions for doing that. So that's entirely up to you. It's not compulsory. So the next thing, once you've got your wholesale membership, doTERRA have a loyalty rewards program. So that way, as flybys for your spending, you get points back, and those points can then be used to purchase your great of building up your kit. It's a little bit different in that each actually accumulated enough points to be able to get something for free. So I don't think I've ever had anything for it. Again, with the loyalty rewards program, there's no lock-in contract. You can cancel that whenever you like. But comfortable to add that in later. That's not a problem at all. So using your essential oils for your that's not is sharing your oils with your family and your friends. And I think that's going to happen because these oils are not going to exist telling people that there's a better option out there. And then the third option is to use doTERRA business. Is something that I do, and it just gives me so much satisfaction to see that people are having these oils in the way that they live. So that's why I do it. Also, there's the opportunity to be able to learn from it. But those are your options to choose whenever you're ready. Okay. If you are ready to do oil, message me and we can sort it out. So I can explain to you later on about the kits, what the most popular, actually, no. The most, I haven't got, but to give you an idea, the most popular kit from doTERRA is the Home Essentials kit. So that includes all about except the Smart and Sassy. So that's 10 oils, 15 ml bottle, your diffuser as well. Off the top of my head, 330. The only other thing you have to add to that is your fractionated coconut oil. So that's for stretching your for safety, really something that you cannot get. So with your coconut oil and your postage, it works out to be just $60. That's your top 10 oils to make over your medicine cabinet, which is a great place to start. Options, as you're interested in learning about those, message me and we can talk about that. So that's it. Thank you so much for listening. I'll talk to you soon. Message me to get your oils. Thanks for coming.